Hi, guys. We just wanted to share an update and say thank you, first of all, to all those who've been praying about the raining and flooding in Peru since we mentioned it in March. The Lord has been very compassionate here in Trujillo. There have been many announcements by the meteorologists about more rain, more intense rain coming, but thankfully, all the rain that's come has been very light, and we haven't had any more intense rains like that first rain. But we do ask that you keep praying for folks up in the north, on the northern coast, or more north than us. They continue to receive intense rains, and there has been bad flooding. Lots of people have lost their homes. And we ask for you continue to pray for them, especially for the brothers and sisters in the churches up there who are trying to recover and also trying to help neighbors and people around them. And thanks to a couple of you who have even sent some donations that we've been able to send to the relief work up there through the Baptist Convention, so that the churches can help their communities there. And here at the seminary, we've just been so thankful that there was damage to many of our lights, of our new light fixtures from the renovation the last couple of years, but the Lord has provided funds for us to be able to fix that. We thank the West Virginia Convention of Southern Baptists for their support in that too. They had already sent a donation to help with some general construction and renovations around the seminary, and they allowed us to use that to begin to pay for to protect the roof and to replace some of our lights. You can see, I'll share some pictures here. You can see some of our students helping take sandbags and cement and things up to the roof to protect it. We were trying to get it done fast because the rains were predicted, and thankfully, no further rains, no further intense rains came. But we know that in the future, they're saying that it's likely that it will happen again this year. So we're so thankful that we were able to seal the roof. You can see that there were several parts of the roof that were just very dirty. Here on the northern coast, we're a desert. It fills up with sand, as you can see here. Also, things get left from construction renovation products. Even people from walking down the street will throw trash. So this is one of the worst sections. But the couple students who we hired to seal the roofs, you could tell they had to clean it up. Here's a cleaner section, and they had to leave it completely clean before sealing it. And they used a cement and different kinds of like ceramic glue mixture. And you can see here the difference between the parts that have been sealed, and here's a walkway that they had left one day, and you can tell the difference. And so this is the library. Over here is the dining hall, and over to the right we have the dorms and the classrooms. And so that was a nice little project, and we're thankful that we were able to do that. And now we are in the process of purchasing lights to replace the ones that were damaged. So thanks to all of you who are praying for that. And that, as the director of administration here at the seminary, that's been a big part of my month of April. So I wanted to share a little highlight for me for this month. And in our weekly practical ministry hour, where I get to mentor the mission students, the one of our students, Sophia, mentioned that a prayer request that we've all been praying together for a while, the Lord's been answering. In our practical ministry hour, the students have to share about how their ministries are going. They can ask questions. We help them set objectives and make sure that they're continuing to practice the ministries that they're learning about in classes. And we pray for each other as well. And each student shares a prayer request. And one that Sophia had always been sharing was she wanted to see the youth and teens that she helps teach in the church have more desire to use their gifts for the Lord and to participate in missions. And their church goes out to two different preaching points where they do evangelism and are trying to work in church planting in cities called Chuquillanqui and Cascas. Sophia was just excited to share that the youth or teens that she teach, they're doing a mission trip out there together for the 1st of May, and that she was so excited to see them excited to go. So if you pray for Sophia as she helps leads that group, and continue to pray for her and her church that they would continue to be encouraged to missions. And that was a highlight for me, just to see the students understanding that it's not their role to just do missions, but to also help mobilize their churches. And so, yeah, that was a highlight for me this month.